Welcome, everyone. This is Shella D. Bridgman, and this is the Shella D. Bridgman Show. And it's also my testimony. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Saturday where I'm at. It is October 18th. No, it's Friday. Sorry. Well, look, there you go. That tells you right there. Yeah, it's Friday. It was my one day off, so it feels like Saturday. So, here we are. It's Friday, October 18th. Moving on through the challenge. Not going to keep you long tonight. I promise. I really do. Look, I was going to sleep, putting everything together. But I had a quiet day today. There is some moving that I could have done today, but I didn't do it. I took a day for myself. I had to, my little guy, his pillow, he had a situation this morning, so I had to bring out his new pillow, and I needed to dry it. So I washed it last night, like I said I would, because God knows where it's been, but I didn't dry it all the way, so I went this morning and dried it. And I ran into this guy. I had a nice conversation with a guy that I see him often at the laundromat, and he's, has a nice car, and he's like a Mustang or something, and he's about my age, a little older, and as my mother would say, very neat. He's always neatly dressed. And so it was funny that I was getting out of the car. I sat in the car for a minute because I was trying to do something to get stuff together. And then I got out of the car, and he was, it's like he was coming towards me, but like at the same moment, it's like he was thinking what I was thinking at the same moment. I got out of the car and I was walking towards the laundromat, not far from where I was parked, and I felt the sun on my face, and I just said, it's a beautiful day, right? I could just feel it. And I decided that I was going to spend the day with my little guy instead of in the hustle and bustle of life and trying to make things happen and get stuff done, that I was going to spend the time with him because he really does deserve it. He puts up with me and my going to work and everything, and he really doesn't complain. He gets through it. And so I oftentimes don't have the time to give him that I want, but I do little things. It's like anything. They know when they're loved, so he knows he's loved. And so, like right now, I have this pillow for him. It's the evening, and I wanted to wait until I wasn't driving. I wanted to wait to give him the pillow, but he has no idea that he has another pillow. So I'm going to give that to him, and I think he'll like it. And so, yeah, just had a quiet day today. Just sometimes you just need to just be quiet. So we went to the park and took him for a walk, and he usually does pretty good at that park. I don't know what it is. It's a good walking park, and we were there all day. And I was going to take him for another walk, but the little boy said, "Nah, get out of here," right? And so I said, let's pack it in. And I promised that I would take him for a walk, but that we needed to go make the video and everything. And I still may need to stop at Walmart this evening to get a couple of essentials. But yeah, it was a good quiet day. When I was on my way here to the library, I was trying to think what happened that was so taxing this week that I felt like it was a long week. I don't know I can't think of what happened. But full disclosure, you guys, I'm telling you this. I mentioned this to you before, I work with one guy for 4 of my days, and then I work with another guy for 1 of my days. and they're two totally different personalities. And so we had a little thing yesterday when I was at work, and he was asking me to do something, and I was something, but everything is, it's all always an argument, an argument. And I don't argue in my personal life, and I don't like to have that heat. And because I can go there, my temper is there, but we don't do that. And so, but everything is always an argument. He was asking me to do something, I was telling him I couldn't do it because I didn't know, I didn't have enough information, and but he didn't want to do it, and it was just, but it was an argument. And I actually, when I see him during the evening, I don't even make eye contact with him. I act like he's not even there. And that's like a lot, you know what I mean? And energetically, I wonder, am I being mature? Am I doing the right thing? I even brought in a chair to work, my own chair. It's just a little stool, so it's not a big hunking chair, but just to keep down. It's like, come on now. Ooh, thank you, people. What? What are you saying? Stop. What are you saying? Stop it. I go out of my. Stop. Stop it. Like, he has to have a last word. Get one little bark in. But yeah, it's like I go out of my way to not. Stop it. I go out of my way to not have conflict with this guy. If we don't interact, then we can't have any conflict. I do everything so I don't have to ask for anything or anything. I go out of my way to not have conflict. And now I'm just coming back to something the bishop said. But you know what I know? And it's something I learned a while ago. Some people, oh, maybe it's this guy that he saw. Maybe that's why he was barking. I learned a while ago, some people, there's no reasoning with them. There's no, like, you're talking to a wall, And I've learned that, like, some people are not worth talking to. And you need to know the difference, because if you're talking to somebody and they're just not going to understand what you're saying, or it's just going to be a problem, then it's best to just not even do it. And so that's what I do. I don't talk to him because I can tell he's not 16. He's a young man, but he, and at first it was like, okay, we got off on the wrong foot. Somebody probably told him something about me or whatever, but this is like, we've worked together for at least a month. So that's 4 times, maybe a couple months. And, you get to know a person's behavior and what they're really about. But that little situation with, in the morning, it was like, and then I called my supervisor and I was right. But there was no even talking to him to explain to him the correctness or anything, because it was going to be an argument. And I don't know if it's for me to ask to change my schedule and work with the one guy 5 days, or if I should just stay. So that's one reason why I wanted to quiet, because I want to know sometimes, because the growth is in the difficulty. But then at the same time, I don't really have words for him. It's like I can't. I don't have words for him. You know what I mean? It's like he's intelligent enough to know what he's doing. He's intelligent enough to know if he's inappropriate. He's intelligent enough to know that. And so for him to just be that way, no, I don't know if it's a developmental thing on my part, but I'm not. I feel more like I would be walking into a trap. You know what I mean? Instead of being able to confront something. I believe that it is within me that I can confront what I need to, because I've done that. But this situation, it's not somebody that works at a distance. This is somebody that I actually work a shift with, that is in my presence, and just over like yesterday, for it to be like an argument, and he was wrong. And I know what I don't have is, I don't have, it's like when you're bent on being difficult, I don't have it within me to correct that. And it's, I think a part of it too is not even that I can't do it. I don't think that's for me to do. Now, if you personally offend me, that's one thing. Then what does it say? Any given Sunday, I can let you know that that's not okay. But yeah, it's like when a person wants a fight. You know what I mean? When a person wants a fight, and it's like that's what he wants. He wants a fight. And it's like, if anything, it offends him more that I just ignore him like he doesn't exist. So I'm gonna think about it for next week, and when the folks come back into the office, and I'm gonna think about it and think if I need to try and change my schedule. I'm gonna see. But words. Once I mean, like, I'm sharing it with the world right now, but once something leaves your mouth and you say something to someone, then they wonder, why, and this and that and everything. And but I think I'm gonna ask. I think I'm gonna ask, and you never know. Just like how I ended up with this schedule, I ended up with a full-time schedule, and I would not have thought that it was possible. But the option that I had, the schedule that they had given me, was like something I really couldn't do. It was like working with like a million different people that all they do is complain and talk about other people's business, and they sit in a room together and do like a room the size of a closet and do that. And I was like, oh no, I'm beyond that. And you know what? Maybe that's just what it is too. I'm beyond problems. If you want to give me a problem, it's not for me to deal with. So yeah, I've given it enough time to work itself out. I even brought my own chair, and people are looking at me like, why does she have a chair? So yeah, I think I will, when they come in on Monday, when the people come in on Monday, I will talk to them and see if I can change my schedule, because I'm just too old for nonsense like that. It's just a job. It's not like it's a business deal where I have to sit in a meeting with you or see you once a month and something. This is like, it's just not. I just feel like I'm too old to be dealing with stuff like that. Somebody that is, everything is a problem, and we have a job where we're supposed to be able to work together because we have to be able to communicate with each other for the, for the greater good. We're supposed to be able to do that. And if I can't even say, even if it's something correct, I can't even say anything to you without it being a problem, then no. And then I thought about it. It could be worse. I could be working with somebody that's worse. And then the other thing is just say something and see what comes from it. It could be just a better situation, like how I ended up with this full-time schedule, because I said something. So I think I'm going to do that. But thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing me out. But yeah, I'm not a conflict person. But Bishop, he was saying something about, being able to handle conflict. I think it has to be, my job is worth it, but I think it has to be bigger stakes than this. And I think it really is too, for me and my development as a person. I'm just too old to deal with certain stuff. Like, it's just not for me to do. If it was a certain different kind of situation, I think I'm equipped to handle stuff. I believe that. Because I come from a place of my intention. I know what my intention always is, and I don't intentionally do anything to anybody. But I think I'm just too old to deal with nonsense. And this is a younger person, and for him to be just so offended, he's just offended. And it's not, you can break through something and have a reasonable conversation. There's just I just don't see anything good on the other side of that. Sometimes it just is what it is. It's just like Cousin Joel, that's my cousin. Cousin Joel says, everybody's not going to like you, and he says it, and it's a big deal because, he's, Mr. Likeable, and everybody's not going to like you. And they say you cannot say anything, you cannot do anything, and people just your existence. And I think it's what it is. It's just oil and water. And that situation, it was bad because we were trying to do it. We were supposed to be doing a job, and what if it had been something more serious? And he wasn't even right. If you're right, then I can take that I'm wrong, but he wasn't even right. He wasn't right about anything. And I couldn't even share with him the correct information, and the person that I saw later, it wasn't even worth bringing up to them, because then that would have revealed that there was a problem, and that's not what I do. So, but I think I am. I'm gonna have my little weekend. No one's there until Monday morning. So I think I'm going to have my quiet days, and then Monday catch them and see the guy that does the schedule, and see if there's something I can do to make a change. Man, my energy is, you see how low I'm talking? I don't want to do this. I want to bring you energy. But thank you for listening. But this is full disclosure, and I just, it's funny, this is really worth talking about, because again, this is something that a lot of people can relate to, because you have problems on your job. And just like I said before in one of the other programs, that you have to know where you're at in your journey. And I know where I'm at. I'm just almost there. And I just don't have time for nonsense like that. I just, I don't have it to give. I don't have the time and energy to waste on somebody. If you, like the one guy that I work with the 4 days, he forgets stuff, and it's like, okay, because he's not a bad person. He doesn't. I can be in a room with him, and he doesn't creep me out because his energy isn't crazy. But no. Yeah, so that's it. So I had my little quiet, but I did have a good week. Like I said, I made some purchases and stuff, and so I'm pretty much finished with that, and I feel good. When you go to sleep and wake up and you feel good, then it's real. So I feel good. Progress was made, and this is my 1 day off, and I needed some quiet. So me and the little guy, we're gonna spend some time together this evening. The spending time always means that I let him sit in my lap, and I, give him my full attention. So I'm gonna go out of my way to do that. I have this new little blanket that it's a brown, so it kind of blends in with his coloring, and he's something else. But you know what? Like I told you, he really does cry. He really does cry. The water comes out of his eyes when he's whining. The water comes out of his eyes, and they like turn red. So he really does cry. So that's what I'm saying. I talk to him. I don't try to bully him into stuff and try to make him do stuff. Even though he's like me. His first answer is usually no. He'll tell you no, and you gotta do something to get him to do it. But he's smart. He is really smart. So, all right, you guys. I think the message in this is know what you can put up with. Know what you can put up with. Know what you can put up with. Know what's going to work for you and what's not. So, anyhow, you guys, thank you so much. Happy Friday to you wherever you are. And I know, because we're beyond troubles, I know this video is going to go up, or this program is going to be uploaded with no problems. So, thank you for your time, and thank you for being here with me, for listening to my heart and sharing this with me. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.